Hey guys, welcome back at Blue Line Fishing. Today what we're going to do is a little review of the March 2019 Mystery Tackle Box, the Bass Box. Stay tuned. Alright, so what we're going to do is a little review of the March 2019 Mystery Tackle Box. And if you like this, please give me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. And with that, we'll get going and see what's in the box for this month. The first thing we have is a Lunker Hut Kraken lipless crankbait. 2.5 inches, ½ ounce. And I'll take it out of the box here so you can get a better look at it. I've seen these before, never fished any of them. If I can get this thing out. What I think is kind of unique about them is instead of having the traditional line tie like a rattle trap or a Cordell spot or something like that, as you can see right there, and I'll put it so you can see if there's 2 line ties. The front line tie is supposed to give a tighter wobble. The back line tie is supposed to give a wider wobble of the bait. So the front line tie for this time of year, like we fished this past weekend, water was around 42, 43 degrees. You'd want to use that front line tie for a tighter wobble. As the water warms up, you're going to switch it to that back line tie and get a little wider wobble on the bait. But that's a good looking bait. I'll definitely throw it because I do throw a lot of lipless crankbaits, especially this time of the year and into the spawn, pre-spawn, all that time. I'll throw those. Next bait, what we have is an Excite XB5 crankbait. Looks like a square bill, but it's actually not a square bill. I'll take it out of here because it's got a little bit of a kind of tapered tip on it, almost a teardrop shape. And it's in this kind of almost like a bluegill green, you can see right here. It's got kind of the look of a Spro crankbait actually, with the eyes the way they are on it. Nice wide belly on it, so it looks to me like it'd have a big wobble on it. It's got 1 knocker in it, one rattle. And what it says here too, it's supposed to go 2 to 5 feet, and it weighs a ½ ounce, but it's got this weight transfer system. When you throw it, it's supposed to be able to cast a little bit further and then switch over to the rattle chamber, the weight that's in there, and give a nice wide wobble and a pretty loud thump. Never fished any of them, but once again, I'll throw this, definitely throw it in some timber above the weed beds and things like that. But anyway, so that's the Excite bait that's in there this month. So 2 hard baits in the box. Next thing we've got here, big bite baits, and I don't really know what they're calling these, but they look like almost like a little Ned worm, ringworm. As you can see, it is tapered on one end and then kind of rounded off on the other, fatter in the middle. So I guess you could fish this wacky weedless style. You could do a Nico rig with it. I mean, there's a lot of different options you could do with it. But that's the big bite bait right there. Then we've got some of these Mustad. They look like a pro spot remover stand-up jig head. And they are in a 1/4 ounce size, and it looks like the hook size. It doesn't say, but to me it looks like it's about 2/0. But obviously it's something you could run up this worm on and fish that, or you can fish creature baits on it and things like that, or even Senkos to get them down a little bit further in the weeds, or you're fishing rocks, what have you. But stand-up jig heads from Mustad. I like those. And the last thing here is Catch Company's own brand here. These amazing baits. Looks like some type of crawl bait. Take it out of here and get a little better look at it. There's a look at those. Kind of done up in a watermelon color. Watermelon black flake with that kind of iridescent blue. So it kind of has that bluegill look to it too. And obviously that looks like something that you could also run this stand-up jig head on, or you could rig them Texas style, weedless, even on a Carolina rig, or you could even pinch them off and throw them as a jig trailer. But anyway, that is these crawls right here. Last thing in the box for March, a sticker. They always send a sticker, and this one looks like a fish chasing a crankbait. If that's your kind of thing, you can throw it in your tackle box, your boat, cooler, whatever you want to do with it. Use it as a bookmarker. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, that is the sticker for this month. And then, of course, Dibble, which is a pretty good little magazine. Not a magazine, but a flyer that they put in there to be able to show the different types of baits and what you can do with them and some other fishing techniques. And on the back, it's what's inside your box, and it's all the baits that I just showed you and their retail value on them. Excite bait's supposed to be a $9.99 bait. The amazing Hoss crawls, $5.49. The Kraken lipless crankbaits, $4. The Mustad stand-up elite jig heads are $3.32, and the big bite baits, coontail worm is what they're calling that. So there you go, coontail worm, $3.13. Hey guys, I hope you like this review. It was a quickie, but of this month's mystery tackle box. If you do, please give me a like, subscribe, smash that bell button on there too, so you can get some notifications when I put new videos on. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you again next time.